The first Friday in March brought the annual Dixie Deer Classic to the NC State Fairgrounds. It's a pretty big event, so big there was even a Sasquatch sighting. It could have been called the Dixie Ram Classic for the first ever sighting of the fresh, new 2019 Ram Rebel. Now, I learned an important lesson too. Never try doing an interview outside during 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. So, our walk-around demo guy for the new Ram is Glenn Mulder.
Mulder?
No, not that Mulder. Glenn is the commercial vehicle sales manager at Chris Leith Dodge Ram in Wake Forest. Now, there's a ton of improvements on the new Ram, starting with this shiny silver box you see here in the engine bay. It's the new e-torque belt drive. You see, the 2019s have the engine start-stop feature to save fuel, so when you're at a stoplight, the e-torque is there to give you a quick assist as the engine fires back up. Cool. Stepping inside the new Ram Rebel, you'll first notice the available 8.4-inch Uconnect infotainment screen. Pretty massive, right? But for 2019, available in the Laramie trim is an even more Jurassic-sized 12-inch Uconnect screen. But I digress. Also new this year in the Ram is a tilt and telescoping wheel, as Glenn demonstrates for us. Now look up and get a load of that new dual-pane sunroof. That's a massive amount of sky and really lightens up the interior. Hop around to the rear passenger space here in the crew cab model, and you'll find the most leg room in the light-duty pickup truck class, as the wheelbase has been stretched 4 inches. Also note the nearly flat load floor. Back outside the 2019 Ram, and Glenn points out the new beefier 6-lug axle, where the Ram Rebel is shod with 18-inch black alloy wheels, very similar to last year's Power Wagon wheels. Now see how Glenn easily lets down the new Ram's tailgate? That's because it's dampened for easier access when it's time to load your gear. And inside the Ram Rebel's bed, you can option for these handy cargo tie-down hooks conveniently located on each side rail. This is one chiseled, hardcore Ram 1500, as you can see. And yep, our Rebel's got a Hemi, 5.7-liter V8, good for 395 horsepower and 410 pound-feet of torque. And remember that supplemental e-torque at takeoff. Plus, the new Ram's frame is now made up of 98% high-strength steel. That's another Ram improvement, as Glenn pointed out. And on this windy day at the Dixie Deer Classic in Raleigh, you can see why the new 2019 Ram Rebel was able to stop this guy in his tracks to take a closer look. Thanks to Glenn Mulder and the crew from Chris Leith Dodge Ram in Wake Forest for giving us a tour of the 2019 Ram 1500 Rebel. I'm Mark Arson for 0 to 60. Be sure to subscribe to our Leith Cars channel so you won't miss the next video.